So I'm back with another review, but before I get to the review, I just want to say a few things first. Um, I'm just want to apologize if you guys don't like this camera angle. This is a new thing I'm trying. I'm testing it out, see if it works, if it's a good thing. If you guys like it or don't like it, please comment your thoughts down below. I need to know because I need to know whether this should be permanent or whether it should just, um, just go away after a few videos. So please let me know in the comment section when you can. Alright? Also, as you can tell, I got short hair now. I know you guys have not seen me on the channel with short hair, so this is kind of odd and different for you guys. You might have seen me like once with short hair, I don't know, but for the most part, you guys haven't seen me with short hair, so this is different for you guys. I got cut just for the occasion, just for the movie that I'm doing today. Anyways, let's get to the, let's get to the movie that we're doing today. So today, so I've decided, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm gonna marathon the original Bourne trilogy. I'm not going to do anything that related to Bourne Legacy because that one sucks. But I did Bourne Identity yesterday. Today I'm going to do Supremacy. Tonight I'm going to do Supremacy, review it tomorrow. And then I'm going to do, tomorrow I'm going to watch Ultimatum and review it on Thursday before I go see Jason Bourne. Then when I see Jason Bourne, I'm going to have a friend actually that you guys have already seen on this channel come and review it with me. So that'll be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that because I am going to give you that review. And so yeah, I bought them all on Blu-ray on a box set just for this occasion, so we could watch, so I can watch them, marathon them, and then give you guys my thoughts. Now, to me, the Bourne trilogy, the Matt Damon, is the perfect trilogy, pretty much. It's just so great. If I had to make like a top 10 trilogies of all time, I'd maybe make, I'd have Lord of the Rings at 1, Star Wars, the original trilogy at 2, then maybe the Dark Knight trilogy, then Bourne trilogy or something. Like, it is up there in best trilogies ever. Bourne trilogy is absolutely phenomenal. If you have not seen any Bourne movies, highly recommend it. Especially before you go see Jason Bourne, because it's like that's the fun of seeing a Bourne movie is because you're a Bourne fan. Now, Bourne Identity is the very first movie in the trilogy. It starts out with a spy who works for the CIA, who doesn't even know he's a spy at first, who doesn't even know anything. He doesn't know who he is, he doesn't know where he's from, he doesn't know anything because he has amnesia. And when he wakes up in the morning, when he wakes up, he's found floating in lava. Cannot speak today, I'm sorry. He is floating in water, the surface of the ocean, and these Italian fishermen come and find him. And they bring him on shore, they're talking to him. This is going to be a non-spoiler review. I'm just letting you know the beginning, the gist of what it's about. And he's asking where he's from, and if they know anything about him, and they don't, so he's trying to receive information about him. And while he does that, he also realizes that he is under attack in this company called like Project Treadstone or Operation Treadstone is after his butt because he was an assassin and they brainwashed him and he failed to do their mission properly. So they send other assassins to try to get him, and it's a fun action flick, and at the time it was such an original idea, and I actually watched something today that said it was pretty much inspired by true events because CIA has actually brainwashed people before and has enforced them, telling them what they wanted to do and all this stuff, and it was kind of creepy to know that this is based on true events. But anywho, this one is actually not directed by Paul Greengrass. It's directed by Doug Liman, and he does a terrific job taking an adaptation from what are truly amazing books. If you guys have not read the Bourne books, please go read them. And adapts them into one of the, if not the best, action film ever made. And he does a really good job telling the story. And no, it's not a lot like the book for all you people out there. In fact, it's really different from the book. But it stands on its own as such an incredible, wonderful film. The performances are incredible. The writing is flawless. Like some lines in this is just so smooth. The way that they're delivered, just with passion. They just and wit. It's just so just brilliant. And the cinematography and everything, and I also like the cinematography in this is so good. Like Doug Liman, he started this, and then Paul Greengrass enhanced this. Doug Liman started shaky cam with the Bourne Identity thing, and he started good shaky cam, because in this it has shaky cam and you can tell it's shaky, and you're like, oh, okay. And but out of all the trilogy, this is probably the least best use of shaky cam in the trilogy. Still good shaky cam, but least best, because Paul Greengrass took that element of it and enhanced it and made it better. That's one thing that always has stood by as a positive for Bourne films, is that they take something that usually shaky cam is something that can get very annoying and can make people very sick and stuff. And he did a very good job making it shaky yet still smooth to where you can see stuff and making it feel almost real, he made it, and this whole movie itself feels real, with the cities, with the places, also with there's a car chase sequence, and this is in all the Bourne films. But in this one, where police cars are chasing after him, and he comes and he's driving just this I don't even know what kind of car it is, but it is not a sports car. It is not. It's something James Bond would look at and maybe throw up at. They call Jason Bourne the American James Bond, but just saying, if that's how American James Bonds choose their cars, then yeah. But he drives the most just average everyday car and makes it look so cool. I love that. He just makes it just what usually, if not done right, you could look at and be like, why? That's so boring. He makes it turn out to be actually done really well, and the action sequences in all these are so well executed, so well paced out, and the choreography put into them. And another thing about it being real is that he's a spy who was trained to kill, so he will find anything in his possession, anything that's around him, to go and attack someone with. And there's actually a scene, this is some mild, it's not really a spoiler, but there is a scene where he's fighting this one bad guy, and he just finds a pen on his table, just a regular ink pen, and he actually stabs the person of it, and they're punching and stabbing the other hand and all this stuff, and it's sounds brutal, the sound editing, the way he does it, and the sound editing is just so good, because whenever he's blowing those punches, whenever he's shooting, it makes you oh man, I am so glad he's not hitting me right now, so it's everything. Truly, this is why it's a perfect trilogy. Everything about this film is absolutely great. The only thing I would say was not all that great was that there are a few things, like slight mistakes, that as someone who wants to be a director, I was like noticing. And I was like, I'm kind of surprised they didn't explain that more, or I'm kind of surprised they missed that. That's kind of obvious, but that didn't take me out of the movie. But it was still something I noticed rewatching it again. I was like, okay. But, overall, though, it's just a really well done movie. Great action film. Great film overall with a good message to it. Good performances. And especially by Matt Damon, by the bad guy in this, forget it, I'm blanking out on his name, and by the love interest in this film, who is hired by Bourne to drive him out to Paris, and he has to. That's where things go down. But all of them do an amazing job. The director does an amazing job, and I was just amazed. Rewatching it again, my rating still stays the same. This film still holds up today. It came out in 1998, I believe, which was 1 year after I was born. So this film came out not too terribly long ago, but still, that's still a pretty long time ago. That's almost 20 years. Yeah, almost 20 years. So that's 18 years. So it's came out a long time ago. Not but it's and it still holds up. Still holds up. The acting. This is one that will hold up, I believe, for decades to come and for years to come. It is just absolutely brilliant, original. Everything in it is just so well done. If I had to score this film out of 10, I would probably give this one. I would actually give. Spoiler alert for my other reviews. I would give all these films a 10 out of 10. These are all they're in my top 20 films of all time because I love them, and they're my favorite spy movies of all time. Even better than Mission Impossible, in my opinion. I just love these movies so much. They are just so good. And so I give this one a 10 out of 10, which is I don't give those often. So that tells you right there it's good. So go check it out if you have not checked it out. I will be giving you my other reviews for Supremacy and Ultimatum later. And I will be giving you my Jason Bourne review when I watch it with my friend, and then we'll both review it together. And I also have several new surprises coming to you that you had. I bet you that you had no idea that were coming. So that'll be cool. So wait and check those out, and wait and stay tuned for those amazing surprises. You won't be disappointed. Subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can see more reviews, all the shows that are coming out. I'm actually going to make a video of all the new shows that are coming on my channel. Also, hoping to make a Comic-Con video here soon. Don't know if I'll get to it, but I'm going to try. Subscribe, do whatever, and stay classy, guys. Love y'all. Good night.